Swizz and Timbaland are suing
Oh,
Triller for $28 million,
yeah.
saying y'all need to come up off the rest of that bread.
Yeah. Apparently it's not so sweet to sell your shit to some people because they might not pay for your shit
Right. This is
all the
when the
way.
numbers start going down, and they on the payment plan. Yeah.
Ooh, ooh. You mean you want all the installments? You want all three of the motherfuckers?
Right.
Nah. But the situation, as I understand it to be, is that when Triller acquired the rights or whatever the fuck they did for the versus shit, Swiss and Timbaland was supposed to be held to certain deliverables or measurables at certain increments of the payment schedule. Um, what Swiss and Tim are alleging is that they held their end of the bargain up, and Triller didn't pay them what they were owed for the services rendered. Triller is like, nah, it's services yet to be rendered that we ain't pay y'all for yet. But apparently they got like 50 million already out the deal
Mm-hmm.
so far. And I don't know. Apparently, motherfuckers find out shit after the fact. But yeah, I'm not paying for a versus. I don't know what to tell
see,
you.
see, we knew that. I believe Timberland and Swizz knew that.
Yeah.
Triller thought it was something that they could sell.
Oh, y'all can't sell it, but let me get on it.
Right.
I'm gonna tenderize. I'm like, nah, fam, I don't. And then I think they experimented with they put Cypress Hill and Onyx behind the paywall. I didn't even know that they did
Ooh,
that.
ooh, I can't. I swear I can't name you 11 Onyx songs that I want to hear.
I can't name you 11 Onyx songs, period. Nor Cypress Hill songs either. I mean, I just can't. Not no knock on either one of those acts.
Both of them motherfuckers played slam and jump around for 2 hours.
Hey, I don't know what kind of remix, slam, jump, slam. Like, yeah, I could see them Soldier Boying. Uh,
I, I, I wonder if they played the
I don't
last
even think
day.
jump around was how that was House of Pain.
Yeah, that was House of Pain.
yeah,
I don't
it
even think
didn't
that was
matter.
fucking Cypress
It
Hill. That was Everlast. That was
if I could
Everlasting
just
though.
I could just kill a man was Cypress Hill.
All right, insane in the
Nigga,
membrane.
Yeah.
Insane in the
crazy,
brain.
Here is
crazy
something you
how
can't
House of Pain.
understand. Hey, look, now that would
Crazy
be.
how interchangeable they are. House of
Oh,
Pain
I
and
don't.
Yeah,
I,
Cypress Hill
they.
are very interchangeable.
Oh, they interchangeable. But what I was gonna say is this. Now that would have been a versus. That could have been a prime candidate for the experimental versus the skirmish versus that we had. Fancied about. If they listen to us, they can actually make money off this shit. And we could package this motherfucker and market it to some people that'll pay, $2.99. I'm not gonna be one of the motherfuckers that'll do it. But if you package skirmishes with the versuses, sis,
hmm
you gonna have some there, but just let us curate it. Let's get the motherfuckers together and
right.
let us produce it, and we'll get you together a good show.
We,
You know what I'm
we
saying?
we will lead y'all to the promised land.
We will lead you there. We will Pat Riley your situation for you. Don't worry about it.
I paid
Okay?
I paid $3 for a Quincy Jones and Aretha Franklin versus. I
Hey,
mean
look, I
Patty
know you
LaBelle
would.
versus.
I know you would. You didn't pay. Patty had the verses already, motherfucker.
I said I paid for a Patty LaBelle Quincy Jones versus.
Oh, just a tell all off.
Just them two mother, just them two motherfuckers sitting there getting drunk. You know, Sidney Poitier used to play with my titties before every show. Oh yeah. Well,
And then
Ralph
Patty gonna say,
Tresvant is really right. Ralph Tresvant is really related to Elvis. Oh hell no! What are these two motherfuckers here talking about? Well, well, Sharon on the Bergerac is my third cousin on my auntie's side, and he used to come whisper shit with that big ass nose.
"You used to tickle a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you." uh, but yeah, no, that whole shit, it just bleeds back into the whole concept of, man, Joe, we don't have to sell our shit. You can keep it. You want it? Because I don't
But
know if you'd have made. I don't know if you'd have made 50 if you'd have kept it. But
they that
I'm not sure you make it 78 with them.
hey no, they made they I think the deal, if the numbers go the way that it's supposed to be, the deal should be worth 112 million because Swizz and Timbaland are suing for 28 million because they didn't get the third installment.
Right,
So
but
the
I
third
thought there
installment
was
was
I thought there was
28 million.
50. It was 50 already done. It was 50 down already.
Yeah, they made Triller made the first two payments, but they
So
didn't make the
total,
third
right? Total 50.
one. Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, if I had to sue you already to get the first 50, and after the lawsuit you gave me, and now you back to acting up again, I am not confident I'm getting the other $62 million in this deal. At which point, man,
I
you'd
don't.
have kept it, if you'd have kept it yourself and just made your own platform, like how difficult is it to make a platform through which you can stream live concerts through a video feed? Because I see churches do it every week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, churches do it every week. Now, if someone wanted to hack this church stream, how difficult do you think it would be?
Not very difficult at all. But here's the thing. They already up on the internet anyway. So you're not gonna incur any new problems. And if it's yours, you get all of it. I'm tired of whispering. That shit more difficult than just talking regularly. I would want to own the shit. Again, I believe wholeheartedly in they're not gonna pay for it if it's not worth what they're paying. And they can give you all these fantastical ass pie in the sky ass numbers. We'll give you $112 million for this shit. Have motherfuckers to come and do their songs. Yeah, and it sounds good until they like, man, because the only reason they'll buy it because they think they can make more.
Mm-hmm.
But they never gonna they're not gonna just fuck themselves out the deal for you. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it to fuck you over. So if they get fucked over, there's gonna be far and few in between situations, and we shouldn't just be dependent on that shit. Keep the shit that you got. Ownership is so valuable for the things that for shit, like for the building of wealth. We know through history that the shit is the vehicle. If you sell the vehicle, you don't have the shit no more. That's what generates the money is the vehicle. You create the vehicles. Keep the vehicles.
See, I feel,
Never sell the vehicle.
I feel differently in this case. I feel like Swizz and Timbaland realized that shit had peaked in popularity and engagement. They built the most value out of that they could. From there, it was definitely a downward hill. It came about at the perfect time when motherfuckers were stuck in the crib, nothing to do, couldn't gather. So you know what? I'm finna watch Verzuz. I'm finna play in my evening round Verzuz. I'm finna tell other people to watch this shit at their crib, and we gonna talk about this shit. Once outside started opening back up, ain't nobody finna sit around and playing an evening round of Verzuz. Like if I catch it, I catch it. If not, then fuck it. But
So
I think Timbaland and Swizz realized they knew that this had accumulated as much as it could, and they weren't going to be able to monetize this shit because motherfuckers definitely wasn't going to be paying for this shit. Nowhere near. And I know motherfucker. I feel like they knew that. So ain't no sense of holding on to something that will not only is just about to drop in popularity, but also is it's not really monetizable. Like we might get a little bit of ad revenue here and there, but we not gonna get $56 million worth of ad revenue. We not gonna get $84 million worth of ad revenue. So you know what? Them selling this particular project, it happened right on time. I'm not mad at it. I think I was mad at it before. I don't think I'm mad at it now because I know I see, and you could tell by the numbers that the popularity has gone down because more options are available of shit to do.
Okay. So so when when is morphed into an enterprise that is fucking American Idol. Let's just say it's that, or the new Masked Singer, or the new Dancing with the Stars, or whatever iteration that this shit could actually be, could go into. Because we see this shit. We see this shit. We see on primetime TV these game showy type of things, that involve celebrities or these type of programs. They work
Sometimes,
now.
sometimes.
Sometimes. Hey, look, all you got is your ideas. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But that's all you got. We know that those shows work. Now, can we wholeheartedly say that we can remove the capacity for this versus show and any iteration of it that would develop from its natural progression couldn't be as equally profitable as those particular shows?
I mean, there's a chance. However, there's gonna be more overhead doing a versus whereas as opposed to American Idol where we got to pay these 5 record companies to and then we can use all of their songs, or we have to pay these established artists this amount of money and we not going to be able to make as much off of it.
I'm not understanding much of the difference that you're stating here, because what I'm hearing is I have to pay. So like for instance, an American Idol or The Voice, they're singing, they're having individuals come up and perform
Mm-hmm.
copyrighted, you know, music or whatever
Mm-hmm.
from entertainers, from labels. Publishers own. Publishers got to be paid for these motherfuckers. Long story short, right? Same thing with the verses. The publisher has to be paid for that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing 40 songs for the verses that happens once a month, and then American Idol, when it starts, they're doing they're doing they're doing 50, 60 songs, 70 songs, maybe more for the audition night. So they got to pay for the publishing of all of those, and then the next night they got to do another 50, 60 songs. So when you tell me that the licensing dollars are prohibitive in the entity, I don't buy that, because they do it in the other vehicles. They do it in the other ones. They buy the licensing rights for all those songs that these motherfuckers is singing that didn't even sing them. So if you were able to pitch this and get this versus on a network television station, or on on something else where it was able to have the essence of what versus was, but able to get to the masses in a capacity like it's on Fox.
All
Tonight
right.
on Fox, we gonna watch Babyface versus Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. You know what I'm saying?
All right. All
As
right. All right.
opposed to watching a Masked Singer, where I'm gonna watch fucking Tom Brady butcher whatever the fuck he finna sing. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Same songs.
So so
Go
so
ahead.
so but there's a difference. All right, so you use American Idol as an example. All right, so American Idol. All right, so it's 50, 60 unsigned motherfuckers, unknown people that you don't have to pay to be on there. No, none of the motherfuckers who sign up for American Idol are getting paid. So you're not
Right,
paying
right.
none of them shit. And then once they get popular and start making money, you're making money off of them. You're not gonna make money off of a fucking Elton John.
Hmm.
You're not for to sign Elton John to American Idol records and sell records off of that and get money for when he plays his classic songs that that made him popular. That motherfuckers are tuning in for. Like you're
You're
not
not.
making money off of him.
You're
So
not. You're not. You're not. But
so
can I interject this real quick? Do they make money off the Wow, This Is Music Volume 97? Do those companies make money off of those albums? I'm not sure if they do. I'm just spitballing, making sure as I go along.
I
Do
don't
you
know.
do you you spitball too, motherfucker? While I'm spitballing, making shit up, you make shit up. Do you think they make money?
I think they make a little bit.
Okay, all right, cool. So do you think that there couldn't be an opportunity for, let's say, a commemorative album to be purchased or downloaded or whatever the fuck? I mean, it ain't gonna be we can put this up as a greatest hits compilation of the two battles, best of such and such versus best of such and such compilation album. And we put that on a streaming platform, and now we let that stream, and we make it, and we make bread off of that because we got the shit. You know what I'm saying?
We make 20 cents on the dollar off of that because the original publishers make 80 cents on the dollar. Or
Okay.
or when we do the fucking random singer off American Idol that we done made popular, and we'll get 50 cents on the dollar on that
Yeah, but
because
50 cent
we
on a
create
50 cent on
yeah.
the unknown or 20 cent on the known,
They're
which is the
not
surer
unknown.
bet. Which is the surer bet. No, they're unknown because they're American Idol. They're unknown. We don't know. That's the point of the show. We don't know them, fam.
All right, but after they're on our show, and after they're on this show, which we make money off of, they are known. They they are known once this album comes out
Yes. But
because
to
we are
do
making
but to do
them popular.
yes, but to do that, to get that one popular artist, I gotta go through how many motherfuckers? Insert all this effort on how many motherfuckers?
Hell no.
I think you're gonna spend less money booking a fucking Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown to
But
do 20 each of their own songs and then be able to sell well, however they sell albums nowadays, but just make an album and put it up on streaming, let that album stream and generate the revenue that the album generates because it's now a compilation album, battle of the best or whatever the fuck you want to determine it to be. All I'm saying is that there are a myriad of things that you can branch off from this one vehicle. So there's a lot of opportunity for money to be generated. And for you to be short sighted to say, well, it's gonna be hard to get motherfuckers to come in and tune into it and buy it outright. Yes, it would be. But is that how we do a lot of this shit nowadays? I don't have to sell you the show incrementally. This ain't a movie. I just put it on the network and I sell advertising space for this motherfucker. You mean to tell me? You mean to tell me the ad revenue would be astronomical for you to be able to watch a live stream a concert on NBC? Puffy, Jermaine Dupri, 20 songs back to back. You put that on. You put that on in the summer during off schedule programming. It's gonna blow. You put that on in the winter doing the programming. It's gonna blow. You have a holiday. You have a holiday special. You do fucking Boys to Men versus Mariah Carey holiday Christmas specials or whatever artist you choose to pick because you don't have to actually go out of the stratosphere to get certain you know just 1% upper echelon artists. You can operate in the medium of artists that are going to just continue to be able to sell you out some shit. So you can operate in the terms of the locks and Dipset. You don't need to necessarily get Outcast to come and do the verses. It'd be great. It'd be nice if you can get an Outcast to come do the verses against another motherfucking super group motherfuckers. But until then, there's plenty of other artists that are of a more mid tier range that would garner the attention that I would say would generate revenue. And then every now and again you sprinkle in just boom. We got big name here. There you go. Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight. What you want? Versus. Here we go. Ozzy Brothers, Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's a boom. And then you put all the eyes on that one, and that makes a shit ton of boondoggle of money. But we sat here and saw motherfucking people will watch entertainment. Famous people just do whatever. We sat here and watched motherfuckers who do not rap battle rap. That was a show.
What was the show?
Remember, with Method Man and fucking was it Chrissy
Oh
Teigen?
yeah. Oh
Was
yeah.
it Method Man or LL Cool J? Whoever the fuck it was. They had a whole battle show though. Where they were just having motherfuckers that actors, comedian, whoever the fuck it would be, would come up there and just battle other motherfuckers, and they would just sing other people's songs.
Oh, the lip sync show.
Yeah. That shit. Lip sync battle.
Okay,
I'm just
now
saying.
do you
These
think
are well,
that
say
show has generated $80 million in revenue for the creators?
uh it might. I don't know if it generated 80 million for the creators. It might have generated 80 million for the network because that's the number I'm getting to it. I don't know how much the creators necessarily made off of it, but to the network maybe $80 million. But I think that's a lesser show than the Versus would be. So I think that a Versus in that, I think a Versus done by TBS will make a shit ton of money. And if you own Versus, it'd be fucking incredible for you to be able to get that off and own that vehicle. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Sell that shit. Get it. Do some work with Byron Scott on the Grio network that's coming up. Because he just bought the Black News Channel and he's gonna rename it. He's gonna rename it the Grio. I think he said the Grio. It might be something different. I don't remember. I can't remember exactly. But he got a whole motherfucking station now, and he gonna put like shit like HBCU games on it. You know what I'm saying?
That was it.
Dope shit. Byron Allen is a smart motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, look, I don't know. That motherfucker has some great ideas, and he make a lot with a lot less than I thought he had. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
He
Like
make
he's holding.
I thought, well, you know, but he's not though. But he is. But he's not. Like he makes shit just happen. But he's not like is. I could be mistaken, but is Byron Allen one of the richest? I know he's not one of the richest people in America. He's one of the richest black people in America.
Yeah,
It's like is he with the Bob Smiths and the Oprahs and all of them motherfuckers? Is he there?
I think he might be
I didn't think he
close.
was there. I didn't think he was close. But I could be wrong. I don't know every fucking thing. It's a guy sitting in the basement drinking whiskey all night. See what it is. It ain't even drinking real whiskey tonight. I'm drinking slop whiskey.
Nigga, what are you drinking?
Wait, my bad. Hey, I take that back. I'm not drinking good whiskey. I'm just cleaning out space on my bar for like bottles that are like halfway done, quarter of the way done. So like this fifth, a Gentleman's Jack, it was like about here or so earlier. I just take it down, and I got a bunch of shit on my bar that is just like, just not a lot of shit in the bottle, but the bottle was just taking up a lot of space, and I want to kind of put some different other shit up there.
So you finishing off bodies?
Yeah, I'm finishing off bodies. I'm getting this work off. Getting this work off. I'm addressing my procrastination issues.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a different way to call myself an alcoholic. But Candace just put up there. He's worth an estimated $450 million according to Google. So either that or like 45,000. Who knows? But nah, I fuck with. I'll take it at that 450 million. That's what you worth. So Liquid will give you a little bit less, but you have a lot of money. Now, I was talking about billionaires. So, I mean, at a point, somebody got to tuck their wallet in because shit happens. But it's to show you though, he's not worth what they're worth. And look what he does. Look what he's doing. That man got the Weather Channel. He said, I got the Weather Channel, fam. I'm out here. You want to know if it's going to snow? You got to go through me. You want to see participation? I need to see participation, motherfucker.
So your participation gives you the precipitation that you need.
That part. I control the weather, bitch. Out here. Yeah. But yeah, I'm of the mindset that there's an incredible amount of money to be made behind a lot of the ideas that people that look like you and I have that we just give away to people because they cutting a big check. But we got to realize that, yeah, that motherfucker cutting a check, it is a big ass check, but they only cutting that big ass check because they are definitely planning on getting way, way more back.
Mhm. They're planning on getting a lot more back.
They may not. They may not. The plan may not come to fruition. But if you at a point you got to believe in your shit too, though.
Hmm.
And if you believing in your shit, like I believe in your shit, I think you can make. Like, again, they you sold it for 112 million. They only gave you 50 so far. That may be all you can get. I don't think that you wouldn't have gotten that same 50 having it yourself.
Mm.
All they did was give you distribution. And we live in the least distribution dependent time ever. You can go put that shit on Tubi, fam, and we'll watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean there is a lot more of an outlet to get shit now. There are more ways for shit to be seen, which is why one of the reasons why Versus was able to get that popular in the first place. But I feel like you also know your audience. I, I mean, to be honest, I think the reason that Swizz and them ain't have to sue and try to get the rest of their money is because Versus ain't bringing in what Triller thought it was gonna bring in. It's not getting the views that they thought it was gonna get, not getting the interaction that they thought it was gonna get. So they can't make the money that they thought they was gonna make off of it. And Swizz and Timbaland, I feel like to say, hey, that ain't my problem. You said you was gonna pay this shit, so you need to come off this bread.
You need to come
They
up off.
knew that, hey, this shit ain't finna be what they think it's gonna be.
You saying that Swiss and Timberland said they knew that it was sure gonna be what they think it's gonna be.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know. I think that Versus is what they thought it was going to be. What I think is happening is that Triller has a lot of other obligations to a lot of other people to build their platform. They made a lot of promises. They came out with a lot of content shit. They came out with a lot of new partners, content creators and shit like that that they were supposed to pay. They haven't been paying any of these motherfuckers. I think they overextended too fast and they blew their wad earlier than they thought they was gonna do. And they thought they thought Walk Up was gonna be popping, and Walk Up was not popping. And now they looking around like, I got all these obligations, I got a lot of shit to try to keep afloat, and investors are not forking over the cash like they once were for these little startup tech ventures. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Money's a little different for motherfuckers to just invest in whatever. And then there's a lot more competition too. So the way you do it has to be strategic, or else you're gonna fuck around and overextend yourself and find yourself out of capital fast. And I believe that may be what's happening with them, which is why they're not paying Timbaland and Swizz. Not necessarily because they haven't seen any profit from the Versus brand. I think they have. It may not have went as what they wanted. It may not have went the way they wanted it to do behind that paywall shit, but it also could be a factor of who they put behind the paywall. Also, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
That might not be the pay per view joint. It could be somebody else. But again, with just Tim and Swiss doing it themselves, I think one, they would garner a lot bigger acts, and two, they would garner all of the money from the shit, and they can do it. And again, I don't know. Maybe they just sold one that wasn't it, and they got one over. Score one for the little guy. Maybe,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. I mean, I want to say fingers crossed, but I do like the verses as an entity, and I wouldn't want to see it go away. So I don't want to root for it to fail. That would feel odd.
Yeah, I don't root for it to fail. I feel like they have gotten what they can out of it, but yeah, I feel like I don't see the angle where it would get more popular than it is at this point.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, it could be more popular just depending on where you put it. So if it's on like I'm telling you, if you can get verses on network television, check's different. Check is different because the viewership is gonna be insane. You're gonna get a lot of eyes when you put, especially when you put a bigger act up there on network TV. Everybody's watching it, man. Everybody's watching. It's the Grammys, but just for performance.
Hmm.
We'll watch that when it's performances we want to see. You're gonna get a good rating on that shit, and then you can expand it to more palatable audiences and shit. You know what I'm saying? When I bust this Robin Thicke versus Justin Timberlake versus, you know what I'm saying? This shit's gonna go crazy.
And you think that Swizz and Timbaland owning it completely would open up more doors than Swizz and Timbaland owning part of it and it being on a more major platform.
I don't. Well, we're assuming that Triller is a major platform or a platform that they couldn't attain with just their Instagram following because they attain incredible numbers with just their Instagram following. Let's not forget where it started from. They was doing these numbers on Instagram themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
so so I can extrapolate Instagram to NBC numbers. I think I can just to view it because viewing is viewing. I think they'll do that. I think you'll get huge numbers if they put it on the TNT or TBS or USA or some shit like that on a basic cable network. I think that would garner a large sum of money just because of the ad revenue alone on people are gonna watch it, fam. And how long versus go for what 3 hours?
mm-hmm.
That's a fucking football game.
Mm-hmm.
It's ads worth of a football game. We just talking about $50 million here. That's all they got. I think they would have got 50 million.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Mm,
I don't believe. I mean, I would want them to, no doubt. I'm not saying that as an attack on my blackness. However, yeah,
Candy said they should have talked to Nick Cannon. Drunk said motherfuckers ain't got cable like that no more.
indeed.
He also said anybody will watch something if it's free though.